Welcome to the Boos and the Bees.
I'm the Boo.
And I'm the Queen Bee. Thank you for listening. Thanks for joining our 12th episode.
Oh, yeah, we're on episode 12. I got a haircut. She's all done up. We look good, I hope.
Yeah, we're like in matching black, if you're not watching. And this is the moment I think you should shout out for your handsome haircut.
Yeah, I always go to Joel at Rogue Salon. He does excellent work. He's awesome. And if you do the beard care and mustache, I mean, he just is excellent. He's got a ton of great products. Definitely go check him out. I mean,
if you live in the Tucson area.
Yeah, if you're in Tucson,
Arizona,
he's the best. There's no better. If you're a guy with facial hair, go. If you're a girl, go. If you're a girl with facial hair, go.
Yeah, they don't discriminate.
I'm sure. No, they've got a girl who works there as well. So they do like men and women's hair. It's a salon, but really good. There's no one better. I've been to every place. Nice. There's no one better.
Yeah, so it's not like a barbershop.
It's a salon because he's like certified to do salon stuff. I mean, look.
It's different.
You can go follow his page and ask him what the difference is. I'm no hair expert.
On Instagram.
Yeah,
I'll try to see if I
Instagram.
can if I can tag him also on YouTube. I am new to YouTube still.
Yeah.
And like how I'm able to tag people, so I'm learning.
Yeah.
But definitely, shout out. And that makes me remember when I used to shadow for a barber. Because fun fact, I used to go to beauty school.
Oh yeah,
I'm a beauty school dropout. Nice,
yeah,
same
cool.
vibe.
Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah, so I was really close to being done. I only had one more month left.
But she was like, hair?
Hair? Do you know it was really difficult for me to do haircuts with long hair because my arms weren't long. I wasn't tall enough.
Oh.
I'd have to
Don't they sit?
Reach my arms. Yeah, they sit, but the chair is only goes so low for me.
Oh.
So I would sometimes have to stand on a stool.
You had to get a little steppy stool and carry around.
Because when you cut layers, you'd have to take the hair and pull it all the way up and then cut in a diagonal or whatever the layers are going to be. I was really bad at cutting hair.
And they just yell at you.
I messed this one lady's hair up one time. I cried. She was really nice about it. No, she was really nice because they go there for discounts. So they still pay. So I felt bad. I wish she could have had it for free.
Yeah.
But she was really nice about it, and I felt bad, and I wasn't good, and that's why I was like, oh, I'll shadow a barber. Maybe I'll be good with guys' hair. No. Mm-mm. Plus, it was a whole thing, because he would do basketball players in San Antonio and stuff, and different types of men's hair that I was never used to seeing. They would add hair. I don't even know how to explain it. It's been so long now. I don't remember the terms. But add beard hair or hair and use color to fill in bald spots or something. I don't know. It was a whole thing. I was like, whoa, I didn't know guys' haircuts was a whole thing. I thought it was going to be easier.
Yeah.
It was not.
I don't know.
It was not. So I think that's, it feels like a different lifetime.
Yeah. I literally just go to barbers. And I'm like, fuck it up.
Well, and salonist or whatever they're called.
Salonists.
I don't know if that's
what they're called. Been to one salonisseur. Oh, wait, that's just a place to drink. I don't get my hair done. I just go to the saloon. I go to the old cowboy out west and I wear my cowboy hat.
Cowboy, baby.
Cowboy. Pew, pew, pew. It's just Blue from Blue's Clues.
Every time I do that, I sound like Blue.
Where's the clues?
I was telling the people how we're gonna get better at doing segments and stuff. I got a tip from from my boo Aurora. She's like, it's y'all should have. Excuse me. Stop. Y'all should have topics pre-made before you get on. And I'm like, yeah, that's a brilliant idea. We'll get there at one point. I'm trying to just one thing. Post a lot right now, but then I want to also, include the audience. I want y'all to start emailing us and commenting. So I gotta put an email somewhere. I don't know how to do a YouTube, man.
No, we have that. We have a couple emails we can use.
Yeah, contact Ella at ellaboos.com.
That's one of them. That's normally for our business people, but we have another one. We've got 3 email domains.
Yeah, one of them could be just for the podcast.
Exactly, it could be podcast specific.
That email.
So,
don't
listen to it. Don't watch this episode.
Do it.
Don't email it.
But
If you do, we'll read it.
yeah, because I really want to incorporate the audience.
Do you think that reverse psychology works? It was like, don't email. We'll read it if you do. It's like what we asked them to do, but now we're telling them not to do it.
Maybe
Well,
it'll work.
we'll
We'll
see.
have to see.
Do you think now that we explained it, it's like making a wish and then you say what your wish is and now it doesn't come true?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I just realized I haven't even taken my cheers yet. I have it all
Well,
ready for me.
Remember when we were saying we don't do scripted content? I think like when you prep like that, or you have like the segments and
Cheers.
the whole topic that you're going through, it's kind of like having a scripted podcast where it's like, we know what we're going to talk about. We have everything done, set up. And it's like, yeah, we would love to do that. But also, how many podcasters do a podcast every single day?
I don't know.
I don't know any.
I don't
Maybe
know
there are people who
podcasters
do.
that much. I feel like there must be. If
There
it's-
has to be.
If they start making a living from it, why would you not do it every day?
Well, I mean, maybe the weekly schedule
Maybe
makes it
doing it-
possible. You
maybe-
know what I mean? Is like you spend the whole week prepping a really bomb podcast,
yeah.
and so that's like why they can only do it that much
Once a week.
or it like oversaturates it because there's in League of Legends, for example, they take a game mode out of it. And they're like, well, why do they take this game mode away? Everyone loves it. And they found out people would play that game mode so much that they wouldn't play the game after that. They like got so, okay, I got my fill of the game in, and they would play it less. So you had to do the frustrating, lame game modes that take a long time, and people would play them more. So
Plus
that's something. So maybe they just get overdone, like overstimulated by one podcast, and they say, okay, I binged 5 episodes. I'm done. But if you did it every week, they just get excited and they watch it again every week.
Yeah, plus like being able to promo it and they get excited and be like, what's going to be on. But for now, I don't think it's a bad thing because we're brand new and we want to have so much out there already.
And we want to work on our stuff. I'm not good in
Exactly,
front of the
that
camera. And like when we get excited, we raise our voice. When we like talk in different ways, we lower our voice. We move our mic around. I click this thing because I have ADHD. I just realized I'm rubbing my mic again. You know, like little things like that you should not do. And I do that. So as we do this,
Yeah,
we're going to
not
get a little bit
perfect.
better at audio attenuity and just talking better. So and the more we do, the better it is. Also, I think we're moving into a generation of people who want daily bingeable content.
Yeah, why not?
I think we're past the promo. Like, just imagine our parents' age and when we were younger, it's like, okay, new episode of Dragon Ball Z next week, and you would wait a week and you'd watch other shows.
Yeah, but like Wheel of Fortune's like every day.
Well, see, they figured it out.
Every day.
That's why they're still around.
Jeopardy every day.
That's why they're still around. People learn that they need bingeable content that's like repeatable.
Like when I would watch Trisha, I was thinking that too about my own content, like mixing in the vlogs and other stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to post too much. But then I was like thinking back when I used to watch Trisha, which is like 10 years ago, y'all, at least. I would be so excited when I saw that she would post, and I would always be checking YouTube, like for my subscriptions, like who of my subscribers have posted. And like she was always like, she had 2 channels and she was always like on it. And so I'm like, yeah, like why not just post as much?
Yeah. And I love seeing your page. Like you have different stuff. We have the podcast, we have podcast shorts. You've got your Hotbox videos. You've got your vlogs. You've got your funny content. And you've got your cabbage reviews. You know, it's like you've got the whole spectrum of things. And like, obviously, we'll button down to one thing here or there, right? So, for instance, Bunny Fufu is the same way for me. I watch League content. I know, guys. I know. I understand. Don't make fun of me, okay? But I would watch
hear the
League
audience.
content, and he would do stuff every day. And then TFT came out, and he would do that and League content, and realize people didn't like both, you know, and they would split it up. But we're not at that stage yet. I think we're at the stage, let's just build the channel, and then we can segregate channel.
Yeah, because I was thinking that too. I was like, I feel like eventually we might have to pick like a podcast topic that works. Like, I feel like a brand might like that. Like, if relationships work more or the pop culture just ends up working more. And then, but like for now, we're like test driving it and we're seeing which shorts triggers more views and which audience like interacts more, because engagement is huge.
Engagement's huge, and it's also like, if you really think about what pays us is selling a product, but we would want our audience to get something that actually helps them, right?
Right.
So it makes sense to have a podcast topic that attracts an audience of people who have similar issues that can be solved with one product. So it gets the product higher sales, which gets us more income, which allows us to talk more about it, which helps people solve problems in their life, and then everyone wins. You know, we wouldn't want to do something where it's like general audience, general product, and we just have to get 100 million sponsors of different stuff that doesn't really help you just to make ends meet. Like, we really want, okay, our audience wins. And if it's in the cannabis space, I mean, there's a lot of different cannabis products that are cool.
Yeah.
Like, I would love a CBD vape that felt like a nicotine vape. I mean, Nick vapes taste so good, like, for what I would prefer, you know?
CBD is not even, I haven't even tried to do CBD like brands. So
Yeah, I mean, but that's because you don't use it, right? And it's like, that'd be something I could rep if I liked them. I don't like CBD vapes.
Well, and why would they not want us to rep them? Because it's like not just cannabis. I have a lot of people on my TikTok who don't, right? And they still watch. So that is a big audience, and we'll see which one pans out, honestly.
Yeah, and even the thing with like relationships. I mean, you could do things with like, there are counselors and there are, hell, you could get a divorce lawyer, to be honest, to sponsor a thing.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I could imagine us doing things where it was like we interview somebody and like we pop their little thing up
Those
on the
are good
screen.
people, yeah, to like
It's
go and be like, hey, I
look,
want
we
us to
don't want you
sponsor
to,
you.
but
Like, but if you are,
we've noticed that a lot of people are struggling. They're like, you know.
or like the opposite, yeah, and find marriage counselors and
Yeah, and stuff like that. You know, these are all
retreats, because
businesses.
we eventually want to have a retreat. So the
I would love
relationship
to.
route would be
That would be
smart.
amazing,
Or
right?
mental health.
But then also cannabis does help with mental health and
health.
with
Yeah, exactly.
regular
It does
health,
all of
and
it.
so
So
they
it's
go
like
hand in hand, right?
cannabis
If you had
is
a
a good-
retreat,
yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
are so funny. I'm sorry. It's just us talking at the same time. That's funny.
Yeah,
We're like,
that's
yeah. It's like, I don't know why. It made me laugh. I agree. And we'll just keep test driving different things.
You talk so quietly. When I have to edit this in post,
Really?
it's going to be like horrible.
I'm
for
so
me.
sorry.
It's
The whole
okay.
time I've been quiet.
No, just that like last comment.
Okay,
You got
because
really,
when I don't know what to
cute.
say, I get quiet.
It adds like good emphasis when you're talking in person, but for the mic, I'm just imagining seeing the waveform of the line go to like nothing, and I'm like, oh god, I got to bring that up in
That's
post.
literally what happened in my vlog that I posted last night. When it's the 4 minutes was so quiet that the voice isolation just took it out
It just takes it
completely. It took it out, and then my boos were like, we can't hear you for like 4 minutes. So I had to like delete it and repost it.
And
Shout out
that's-
to Big Booty Host for
Oh yeah,
doing
thanks.
that for me.
No, but that's exactly it. It's like there's an art to talking on a mic that's different than talking in person, because I can hear you perfectly fine. And like when you drop your voice, that's actually a way to bring the audience in.
ASMR.
ASMR. It like makes you want to pay attention. But
Right.
when I'm talking on a mic, I need you to hear me, and you don't want your like audio DJ guy, your sound engineer, to throw his laptop across the room because they get like
I'm
this
sure
crazy
they do.
thing.
Like,
oh yeah,
for like those reality shows and stuff. You
Oh
can
my
hear the
God.
sound. Like,
Those audio guys on a reality show, the amount they must get paid, because
right?
the effort we do. I mean, we're in a soundproof room. We have one wall without soundproofing in the entire like area. Like even my ceiling soundproof. We have pillows in our nook so that it blocks sound. Like, we are nuts in here.
All funded by us.
All funded by us, mind you.
We've put a lot into this. And
Yeah.
we just started this podcast this year.
Yeah.
But obviously we were using it for other stuff. But I don't know. We got good vibes this year. I also, you know what? We've been doing some little shout outs because we're like, we want to like really show people how grateful we are.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to shout out Stellar Lounge.
Oh yeah. He's so great.
in
I don't know if
Tucson.
we can say his name. I don't know if people like their name said on the internet.
I feel like they do. I feel like
him, because his social is his name, right?
yeah, like shout
Okay.
out to Isaac.
Isaac,
like you're the
great.
man. He has a store and a lounge, and just like great things are coming this year. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to support as much as we can, and we get it back, and that's really cool.
Yeah, and like for people like Isaac, I mean, I can just see where his success comes from. He's had a hard story. He's going to start his own podcast, so y'all should tune into that and listen to it. But he's just so nice. Like the first day I met him, all he did was talk up the people around him.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's something
I'm bad at doing that.
Yeah, that's something I really envy about somebody like that. I'm so technical. I come off as rude when I'm really just trying to, get my mind straight, and I'm trying to
be normal. I'm trying to be a normal human.
I just want to be a normal boy. I want to be a real boy. But that's one thing, to talk up the people around you is just like, I would rather do that than put myself down to talk up someone else. Why not just go straight to the talking up people for their success?
Like you showing love and just keep showing like positive. And
I'll sound like I'm breaking someone down because they're doing different things than us, but I'm like really just saying, obviously they're doing great. I wish we were doing as great as them, and that we would be even better moving forward. Not that they're bad and we're going to surpass them, just that I would love to be the best version possible. Right. So, but I could just make it a compliment instead of making it sound like a downer. Right. That's something I'm working on. So when I first met him, that was something I noticed. And I was like, I really appreciate that about, somebody like him. That was cool.
Yeah. It's nice to find good people. It's hard, but I was going to say it's rare, but I don't want to say it's good people are rare. I would rather think, I'm trying to flip my mindset after that whole thing when you got attacked, that like bad people are rare. And I want to think most people are good.
Yeah.
And I want to think bad people are rare. And like, there is still a small world, so you're going to run into them every now and then.
Yeah.
But I would like to think there's more good out there.
Yeah, and there actually is, right? There's statistically significantly more good than bad.
Oh, nice.
Right?
I'm glad there's statistics.
The only issue is like when somebody says like, oh, I should be able to, and this is going to be a little controversial. They say, oh, I should be able to dress how I want. These people shouldn't exist. I'm like, 90% of the men you meet aren't going to do anything because you dress how you want to walking down the street, but 10% might. And out of those 10%, like you're putting yourself in a bad situation. If it's 2:00 in the morning and your boobies are hanging out, something might happen.
Girls,
it's not because you shouldn't be able to. It's not because the majority of people don't think you should. It's because enough people know there's a couple bad eggs,
be safe
and
about
you will
it.
run into them.
Just got to be like with common sense. I feel like that's a common sense thing.
It should be, because it's like, look, if it's every 1 in 10 people and you meet 100 people, that means you've seen 10 bad ones. So just keep that in mind. Like, it's not that everyone's bad. It's not that most people are bad. It's a very small
just like the bad cop thing.
Yeah,
when people
most
are like
are great.
Off the bat rude to cops, and and then I'm like,
there are a couple really bad cops.
I'm like, well, obviously, like you put yourself in the situation for how you act off the bat, because there are bad ones out there, and of course they get the news and attention, majority of the time, not the good ones. It's like,
yeah, I'd still call the police if something bad happens. It's but I definitely understand like the fear people have, but the fear isn't statistically viable. Like, don't live your life on that. It's not mostly correct, but be aware that it happens, right? Like and here's another thing. What if it was a bad cop? Do I want to act up?
Right.
No, that's
exactly.
If it was a bad cop, that's the last one you would want to act up towards, Like you're lucky you're acting up towards a good cop. Because then you're not going to get anything bad happen to you. If it was a bad cop, which exists, then you're going to be in trouble. So just know, like, they do exist. They won't not exist. So be safe. And not just cops, not just people, but most people are good. And so if you're going to go into a scenario, know, like, I need to protect myself. I need to be safe. Anyone could be a bad one, but most people are good. And to kind of play that. Don't assume everyone's good. Don't assume most people are bad. And then you'll be in a safe medium where protect yourself no matter what and your family, but live life a little bit more positively. Learn to build people up. Because there's enough for everyone here in America. Like, we're real lucky. It's a tough time for our economy, but we're still real lucky to be here. Yeah. And we have these opportunities, so.
It's how we have to live. Like, gotta live, like, happy and positively. And especially if you can, because I know there's rare situations where it's really hard for some people, and it's like you're in a certain spot that I probably couldn't even fathom or imagine. And I always picture those comments when I say something like that, like, just be happy and positive. And they're like,
well, here's my life story, and it's horrible. You're
Yeah.
like, well,
I'm like, yeah, it
no,
sucks.
but
Like,
what can I do, right? I can't help you.
I've had horrible things happen to me, but I don't let that define my life now and keep me down and bring me down and think about it and define me as a person because of it. So I just hope y'all are also out there not doing that, because I used to. So I would love to be able to help people not like feel like that.
Yeah.
You know? I went on a little rant.
There's also another thing too, right? People kind of get defined by their surroundings, and they don't really
upbringing.
appreciate what they have. And it's like everyone could say, "Oh yeah, I could appreciate more," but it's hard. It's like, you know, this is a funny thing. I was playing Assassin's Creed, right? And you go through your little town, and you're like, "Oh, look at these little houses," and it's like so hard, you know, for these people back in the day. And you just think, when we drive into a neighborhood like any modern day American neighborhood that's like middle class, these houses are bigger and more luxurious than most castles that, you know, the lords would have. You know, not castles, but like the big village owners, you know, like the guy who was in charge. But it's like a small village. Like that was, these are the most high-end, wealthiest people in their time, and they're living in little shacks, you know. We live in castles. You can literally, if you look back at your own bloodline, you're like, okay, my ancestors are looking at me and saying, I can't believe my future ancestor is a king. Look how big their house is. They have water coming to them, you know? And so people sort of put their mind in this lose scenario where you keep repeating how far you are away from your peers, when you could really just say how you are compared to yourself and how to move up. Everyone was started at a different place. And it's not cool if you compare yourself to like Charlie D'Amelio. I don't know very many celebrities, and I heard that on one of Minnie's shows, but she's like famous and rich. I'm like, your parents didn't start famous and rich. So how are you going to get there, right? Don't worry that you're not there. You have running water. That makes you literally richer than a majority of the population of the world. Most countries don't even have that.
Crazy.
And so it's like, but you'll put yourself down. It's like, oh, I'll just have running water. It's like, that's amazing, you know? And if you look at it like that, you might be happier, and then you might be more successful because you can take that happiness and put that momentum into positive growth for yourself.
Yes.
Instead of putting it into, I'm a victim and I'm going to go down and lose my running water. I'm going to use my running water and skyrocket.
It's a really good message.
Yeah. Because if you came from a third world country to here, you're like, hell yeah, I can do literally anything. I can poop in that and flush it. It's insane to me. It won't smell? Whoa. Like, it's like a big deal, you know? That's why immigrants are actually some of the most renowned business owners in our country, which is weird because we start with an advantage. But they can come here from another country and just know, I can do anything when I'm here. So it's like, just remind yourself that you can do anything. And remind yourself it's going to be hard.
You can do it.
And that all the suffering and pain, that's just what it's going to take. And you can suffer through not doing something, or you can suffer through doing something.
Exactly.
So enjoy the pain. It's part of life. You have to have it. And get stronger from it.
It's not too late. Start now.
Yeah. Because you can say, oh man, if only I had did this 10 years ago, where I would be today. Well,
like, yeah, but
what
then think about 10 years
from
now. Yeah,
and then you're going to look back and say, I should have done that again. And then another 10 years, time's not going to stop for you. So you may as well say, I'm doing this today because in 10 years, I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. You know what? That's great. I feel like we should like round it up after that.
Round it up? Aren't we like only 10 minutes into this podcast?
No way.
We're not 10 minutes into it?
We've got to be longer than that.
The problem is I always turn off my little dials and stuff.
So you can't see what time we started.
So I can't see what the time code is. Yeah, there's a time code at the top.
I'm trying to see what time I took my little video of Hammy.
Because I have like an out, I have an output port on that, but I want to see what it looks like.
We started at 1:30, so I guess we could go till like...
Yeah, we started at like 1:30, so 1:35, so we're like at 20 minutes. It's like the shortest one we've had yet. You probably want to keep it going.
We can keep it going.
I think it was a positive note, but like,
Keep the party going. Yeah, I want like I really want guests. I really want to start putting out there. We should put Craigslist out there because I want like musical guests or just like
yeah, we're not bringing them to our
unique
home
people.
studio.
No,
though.
we can do Zoom calls.
Yeah, we gotta
Literally
get
do
that.
Zoom calls and screen record, and we show them what we're watching.
We got to get that set up on the computer so we can actually like get that going. And that's why I downloaded OBS on here, because what we can do is we can take through that little monitor deal, but I don't know if it goes with raw data or if it does like literally the picture
people
we
have
see.
no idea what you're talking about right now.
That we're going to be doing Zoom calls and we have to actually record it so they can see them. I think they get that.
Okay.
Comment if you
Sassy.
understand that you need to see people to see people.
Yeah. Okay. Keep telling them about the monitor then, and the cords and the.
There's a
and
monitor
everything.
with a cord. It needs a cord.
Keep going.
That's
I
it.
was just tuning out because I don't really understand that stuff. When you start talking like that, techie. But
Yeah.
I guess I can just let you talk techie to the people if you want.
You're talking so quietly.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you like talk quiet and then you get back to your normal tone, like, and you're
Well,
chilling.
yeah, when you call me out, I don't realize.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it to like
Oh my
cut
gosh,
you out.
do you know what I just realized? Our lights are wrong.
Our lights are wrong?
They're the wrong color.
Where?
Behind us. The people listening can't see, but
What do you mean they're the wrong color? They're orange.
these lights are not normally that color.
Oh, no, the top one is normally blue, but these two are the right color.
Yeah, I guess it's like not that big of a difference, but
No, the top one you don't even see. It's on a frame. It's literally just for us. Like, it was just blue because it was blue.
it threw me off.
Yeah. Threw you for a loop. I'm all looking at the lights on our screen.
You're like, where?
I'm like, I literally don't understand what's wrong.
My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to keep
No,
this party going.
There's like one out of frame, but it doesn't make a
Again,
difference.
there's a lot of people who can't even see. So,
I feel like a lot are going to watch it.
okay.
I think they are.
Okay. I'm getting us on like all sorts of podcast platforms.
I'm
I'm
really
going to figure it
excited.
out.
Well, so far we're already at this stage where like your YouTube, which is your smallest platform,
Smallest platform.
is literally getting 1,000 to 3,000 views a day on all the videos. And I'm like, if it's only 1,000, that's 30,000 views a month and 90,000 views if it's on the high end, right? If we're lucky. But that's just one platform. Like, I'm just imagining going to a company and be like, do you want to get 300,000 views this week?
I'll make
this
multiple
month?
channels. I'll become a machine, man.
We are becoming a machine.
Exactly. So we should just become, instead of like, because we were going the route where we wanted to market for other brands.
We're the brand.
We're the brand. We've got
But
this.
I like, we can double down on it too. So like one of the things that was at the end of that video said, if you were going to market
well,
for
what
somebody,
video? They don't.
the one you were just watching downstairs,
Yeah, but they don't know what you're
I know
talking
I'm
about.
talking to them about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, so that we were watching a video, but they were saying you can get brand deals and affiliate links. And those affiliate links, like we could put underneath our video so people could go buy things. That's one thing you can do. And then you can get the brand deal to say, well, you're going to get this much screen time and this much viewership. And so you sign a contract based on how long you're going to have that brand deal for. And the other thing you could do that the professional was giving the small guy advice on is he said, well, you already know how to use a camera pretty well, correct? And he's like, well, yeah. Well, why don't you just go to the company and say, also, I can do your creative work. Like, you don't need to post it on my page. You can post it on your channel. And like, we literally do. We have the best photo camera in the world for a full frame camera. There's no better.
Yeah.
And so we can do plenty of really good photo, and it's a very good hybrid video camera. We can do 8K if we need to do 8K deliverables. We can do 4K and 4K slow motion, right? Like we can.
Yeah, because they could print those. They could
Yeah,
put them on their site.
For posters, this camera can do amazing macro photography. We
should
can get like
really-
single hairs on
We should
bud.
really, advertise that.
Yeah, because that's the other part of the service offer. It's like not only can you get 30,000 to 90,000 views this month on our smallest platform.
Yeah.
And then with a combined platform, you're talking about 500,000 people will see your stuff.
Right.
Now, I can't say 500,000 people in Tucson, but we can say, a good amount of people will see your stuff and like will represent it. But if you have product, like if those people sent us a volcano, like there's so much, I'm just saying that as an example because that product has so much marketing. But if they wanted us to do it, I mean, we could do a brand video, we can get a turntable. And if they gave us a good price, I mean, we could literally set studios up. I mean, I'm just trying to picture, I mean, I really think in this industry, I might even be underpricing what we'd be worth. I think we can get someone to get us full studios. I think they could really do a lot.
Me too.
Just based off what I see other people do. The fact that one person we saw that makes like his videos were once a week. What are we doing?
Saying careful how you say this. I like how you mimicked my lips. That was really cute.
I was like, what are you doing? She made a fish face, everybody, for like no reason. I was like, what are you doing? No, the person that was on that video that we were watching downstairs, they only had like 2,000 subs.
I didn't get to check out his thing yet.
Yeah, his page showed that he was doing one video a week and he was getting 500 views on them, like total.
Wow, really?
And he was getting enough to not only pay bills, but become his full-time career. He was only getting 500 views per week. His monthly viewership was 8,000. That was it. 8,000 views in 1 month, and he was paying full bills.
Wow.
As a full career. Like not like he's got his master's in 9,000 views a month. Less is his full career. And we're saying like 500,000 saying, oh, we're not valuable. And we're like I'm just like really starting to think, to price ourselves accurately for the market and we just need to get an opportunity to track somebody's sales and use that and like go to someone else and say, now that we've done this for free for one thing, book us for 3 months.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Get a contract.
Who knows? I feel like I could see someone just being like, yo, let's do this.
Yeah, here's your full wish list.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, I mean, why wouldn't they want us to get the full wish list? Because if they do.
I have to make a new manifestation board, by the way. Thank you. I don't know why that reminded me.
Manifestation board is cool. I think it's a cool thing to show the manifestation board and be like, we didn't even have printer ink. And look at us now.
Oh, I should take a picture of it before I change it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like we didn't even have printer ink and it's starting to work. And I don't even think you should throw away those papers. I think you should just move them to one corner and
or just like stack them, like put papers on top. Stack them on
top, because you don't want to say we want new vision. We kind of want the same vision.
There's still, but I'm not saying everything was achieved on there. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's coming.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like, and the funniest thing is, I'm not one of those like spiritual people who believes in like mumbo jumbo, but like
mumbo jumbo.
But it really does help remind you every day, if you look at this thing of what your goals are, to like literally put your all into that. Like if you woke up and you're like, what am I doing? And you don't have direction, you're going to waste time.
I think it's good to like believe in something, whether it be like whatever it is, like the higher power, the universe, manifestation, tarot cards. That's why I like tarot cards. It's like a fun way to get a message across, like maybe anybody needed to hear, and like different, I can't think of the word.
Beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not believe in something? And I actually brought that up during the anime that we were watching yesterday. We were watching On Miyoshi, and it's about like this demon.
Remembering the name.
Yeah, it's like a first for me. I do not remember names.
It's a hard name.
But it's about like a demon hunter, basically. And then I was just thinking, I was like, all these classic mythical tales, like they're called myth, right? Yeah. Because they're, quote, fake. And I'm like, what if they were real? And then I was like, what if they weren't real, but you still believed they were real? Would your real life be better to believe it? And I was like, yeah, it probably would be, because a lot of those stories are just good lessons. And it's like, why not just full-heartedly believe something that makes you better? You may as well. It's like, oh, it's not real. It can't be real. I'm like, but if you believed it was real, does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. And so that's why believing in the mumbo jumbo actually makes it magical.
Mumbo jumbo.
I think that's a cute word.
I wumbo. You wumbo. He, she, we. Wumbo. I can't wait to have sound effects.
Oh yeah, but that Stream Deck is like 600. But that comes.
Holy cow! I
know.
thought a cheaper one. It's not good to get the
you
cheap
need
one.
you need the one with the mic thing. Otherwise, you buy a cheap one, then you buy an expensive one later. You just get the right one. You know, look, the real right one is like way more. Right, that's like the budget right one.
Yeah.
But that's why I really think we can get sponsors sooner
Me
than
too.
later.
I'm ready. I'm ready right now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go get those sponsors.
We do actually have to get going though.
Oh, now it is time to leave. And now we've hit our time slot. But I think the big moral is like, even if it's not real, if you believe in it, your actions make it real.
Exactly.
Right? I think that's something that's great to know, is you don't have to believe in what it is, but you may as well. It might make your life better if you do. Just let it happen. Accept it.
Yep. I love it. All right, you guys. We love y'all.
Yeah. No,
Thank you
this
for
has
listening.
been an awesome experience.
I know. I can't wait to just keep doing this.
Yeah, and it's fun.
With you and with y'all.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and it'll be really fun when we get some sponsors. So,
And
if
like
you're a
we
sponsor,
could go to cooler places and do this
sponsor
too.
us.
Like, imagine us doing this like in Paris with the Eiffel Tower behind us.
You know what I thought too? And this is going to be my final statement, is like, I come from a background in manufacturing and engineering, and I custom made a light travel bag, and it carries all of our lights here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's good. It's a golf bag. Why are there no good light travel bags? There are travel bags. There's no good light ones. No, I'm just saying, I think doing this, we're going to get to a point, like if we were going to go travel to Paris, like we could literally have I was wondering where the thought process came from. Booze and the Bees light bag manufactured by somebody, where they custom built one to our specifications, and that would be cool, because then we could have a whole travel kit and we could sell that too.
Heck yeah.
Because we're not just a podcast, we're not just personality, we are a media company.
Maybe
and that's something to tell people.
We should have an episode where we give advice, and maybe what if that popped off?
Like what advice?
Like you give your advice for editing, and I could give advice for social media and stuff. Mm-hmm. And what equipment you use, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people like equipment breakdowns. I think there's a lot of equipment I'd still like to have.
Oh, we could do that. You could say what you have and what you would like to have, maybe.
Well, let's get the sponsors just to give us everything I want.
Okay.
And then they have really good content. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's it. Bye. Get out of here. Go far. Go far. Go far.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
It's funny because I realize I don't ever cut this out.
Yeah, the end, this is always going to be in there. So everything you say until I click this button is going to be in, and they're not going to get anything